What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a few projects for today. Alright guys, so what we're going to do today is get my seat in. Steering, I kind of made this quick little thing. It's going to be the bottom tube for the steering wheel. Got a piece of the steering wheel, fits in there like so. Then we'll put a lock collar on the bottom of this to keep it from sliding. Got this piece of steel I'm going to use to mount for the front mount to give it kind of an angle. And I'm just going to do some tabs for the rear. This piece is to mock up the actual piece for that. Got the color for that. And possibly the upright for the steering in general. But I'm going to cut that piece, kind of get this where it's going to go, make sure it's the right length, then weld this flush, orientate it how I need to orientate it, and then possibly look at doing the upright. It's kind of a nasty day today. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, more so tomorrow, so I kind of just wanted to get started today. Yeah, here we are, day 8, part 5. So let's jump into this video. Alright guys. Alright guys, end of today. I've actually got to go and go on a bike ride before it rains with my buddy. So I got this little piece right here that is going to mount like that at an angle to hold it, and then go ahead and slide that forward. I got this cut, so it's pretty much cut to length. Gotta get some different bolts, they're not quite long enough. It's gonna give it the angle it needs. So it sits like that. Got my little battery mounted behind. Got that there. So starting to come along, guys, starting to come along. Hopefully on the next video I'll actually mount the that piece that I showed you and get it at the angle I want, and then brace it up, and then actually build the upright piece to hold it, and do the same thing with that sleeve. That was a funny motion, to do that sleeve in there to hold it, and then at the end I'm going to put a a lock, and at the top I'm put a lock so it doesn't slide forward or down or up. Yeah, that should be the next video. And then also I am killing one project to feed two projects. So I'm going to ride the torque converter and carb off of my actual go-kart that's running, nothing wrong with it, and put the torque converter and carb on this project, and then the motor I'm going to put on Haley's bike and get Haley's bike running again. Alright guys, until the next time. Later. Hey guys, back at it, but today and tomorrow and the next day it's gonna be raining for like all the days. So what we got is we got my motor off of my other cart. Torque converter is coming off, carb is coming off. It's my fancy inverted intake. So that stuff's coming off. Motor is actually going to go back on Haley's mini bike. Torque converter carb is actually going to go on the Tillotson. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take torque converter off, fit it on the Tillotson, see how the spacing and everything works, get it aligned so I know exactly how and where and everything is going to go. And that's what we got, guys. So let's jump right into this thing.
Got yourself something funky.
Alright guys, here we are at the end of the day. What I had to do was, because of the torque converter running here, the steering was in the way, so I swapped it to underneath. So it's actually going to go underneath there. Got this at a good angle where I like it, and I got it set forward and backwards to where the arms are going to be, when they're square here, the arms are basically going to be straight up and down this way. I may have to get new tie rods because of cutting them. Without a doubt, that's been the most difficult part, is the steering. But I'm going to figure it out to when I do the next one. I don't have to worry about it at all. So, got the motor broken apart, as you can see. Put on Haley's old exhaust. I'm thinking with the exhaust I got on Haley's, right here like this, what I'm thinking about doing is just right here where my thumb's at, and just turning it straight out this way, straight out, and it should come right out the side. Yeah, it'll be this side. Come out here, straight out here, maybe come up out of the hood. I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to cut the hood, but Definitely got to figure out something with the exhaust. Oh yeah, with the torque converter, I got to recut the keyway because the keyway I had was for a different setup. And the bearings, one of these bearings looks kind of damaged, so I need to get new bearings. So I'm put new bearings front and rear. What else? New bearings front and rear, and then oh yeah, I gotta get new bolts. So I don't have the threading. I need this threading and that length. I think what I did is, I honestly think I cross threaded that one to put the torque converter on, which was bad, but you know, it is what it is. Live and you learn. Spacing on the seat's good. Like I said, I got the carburetor off, tack off, and I've actually got this little pulse pump intake. So one thing is that pod and stuff will stick out here, give me even less legroom. But if I use this, what it should do, pull these off real quick. If I put these on there, the angle's in the way. But you see what it's going to do. It's going to turn it back that way. So I can just mount it, boom, back that way, give me more legroom on this side. Torque converter should be alright as far as legroom. I am going to have to put riser on it. Probably at least an inch, probably 1.5 inches. We'll look at that when I actually get to that point. Swapped out the rear drain plug because of the torque converter. And I think that's it for a wrap for today, guys. The weather's starting to get a little bit nicer, and I got stuff I got to do. So I think that's going to wrap it up for this part of the build. Still trying to decide whether or not I'm going to go with foot throttle, brake cable, or if I'm just going to put them on the steering wheel. I really want to do the steering wheel. Because I think, you know, brake, gas, I think that'll work out awesome. But I'm not too sure. We'll see. Gotta get the steering done. Gotta finish up the torque converter. Got a lot of stuff. And I think I've got the big bad, you know, thing. The coronavirus. I'm not feeling too great. But anyways, that's a whole nother subject. Getting ready to do some other things too. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave this video, guys. Right there. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one. Leave some comments down below and give me some ideas for this project. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for coming by the channel. Later.